Good morning. It's Saturday, July 11th. It's the commemoration of Benedict of Nursia. Benedict has been described as the founder of Western monasticism. At one point, he made a trip to Skete in Egypt to visit the individual monks there. He observed that those who tried to live completely by themselves went insane, but that those who had formed some form of community were thriving. The result, I've been told, was his rule of life, which he wrote in 508 and formed the base for sustainable community monastic life. In James Kiefer's brief biography of Benedict, he writes that Tatala the Goth visited Benedict and was so awed by his presence that he fell on his face before him. Benedict raised him from the ground and rebuked him for his cruelty, telling him that it was time that his iniquities should cease. Tatala asked Benedict to remember him in his prayers and departed, to exhibit from that time an astonishing clemency and chivalry in his treatment of conquered peoples. I tell you these two things from Benedict's life because we on this island are a community. Second, because during the COVID-19 pandemic, domestic violence is increasing. It needs to stop. And I call on all men engaged in domestic violence on the vineyard to stop and think about their actions. Our community has Martha's Vineyard Community Services, and they, through their Connect to End Violence program, can help those who are affected by domestic and sexual violence. And they can be reached by calling 508-696-7233. That's 508-696-SAFE. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-SAFE. And their website is thehotline.org. Later this morning, I'm going to stand on the seawall in Oak Bluffs with other men and boys as a sign of support against domestic and sexual violence. There, I will say prayers for those enduring or witnessing domestic violence at home, primarily women and children. And I will pray too that those perpetuating domestic violence will stop and seek help in ending their actions. That stand takes place from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the seawall in Oak Bluffs, and I invite every man on the vineyard to join us. Wherever you may be this day, may God bless you, and may God keep you safe.